Hey, it's Dan McDonald here, Life Regenerator on YouTube. Thanks for joining me for today's episode of the Life Regenerator Show. Today I'm going to make some delicious coconut and almond milk. So this is a vegetarian and vegan substitute for that nasty stuff that comes out of a cow's titty. You don't want to have anything to do with that. Trust me, hormones, antibiotics, God knows what else they're bioaccumulating, putting into that. Then it's pasteurized and homogenized. By that time, it's pretty much liquid mucus. Let me give you an alternative that's going to actually add health, life, and power and energy and regenerate your gut all at the same time. Good for little kids and big kids like me. So check this out. I have 2 cups of soaked almonds. You want to get truly raw, unpasteurized almonds. When it comes to your life, you want the living foods. Believe that, because they're so much more powerful. They have energy that feeds your blood and feeds your energy field, so you have more energy. But dead food takes away your vitality. It goes down into the gut, and then you're sad and depressed. So be happy and joyful and alive by eating what I call the now foods. Foods that are alive right now. I'm taking 2 cups of almonds, and I'm going to put those into the high-speed blender. Next, I've got 2 cups of coconut meat. Okay, so check this out. This is a coconut. I climb the tree. I get the coconuts. This is the best food in the world. You have access to it at the Whole Foods or some other markets where you can get the young Thai coconuts, okay? Now I'm going to just strain this actually into here. I use a fine strainer so that I don't get any of the any wood chips or anything down in there. I'll cut that. What I do is then I cut these open, and I'll show you real quickly. Here you see that meat right there. That's basically a young Thai coconut. But the young Thai coconuts have all the green stuff taken off. So it's really awesome and it's full of life. There you go. Check it out. So what I'll do is take this outside, and then I take a little, the coconut buddy, and I scoop that out. And then I clean it off with a ceramic knife, which is my favorite kind of knife because they just stay sharp. Okay, so now we've got 2 cups of soaked truly raw almonds, 2 cups of coconut meat. Now I'm going to add and strain it again. I'm going to add all this. Normally you would add 2 for the really thick milk. You could add 3 for thinner. I'm going to add 3 cups. This was about almost 3 cups of coconut water. It'll be a much thinner milk. Okay, now here's the 2 magic ingredients. I'm making this for my friends Tori and Wolfgang. Tori just had a baby. It was the most amazing thing. The little dude is so strong and so healthy. No chemicals, no medical intervention, although a lot of women get pissed off. If you knew what I know about the hospitals, you would do everything you could, unless it was an absolute emergency, to stay out of there. Okay, they're trained to kind of set you off on the wrong foot. You want to be at home, nurtured up next to your mom and dad without any chemical intervention at all to make a super healthy baby. That's one of my missions in life. For the love of God, let's wake up, folks. Next thing I'm going to add is some life essentials. This has vitamin E and every essential amino acid to help Tori to regenerate and rebuild. It's also going to feed the little baby. See how secretive I am, how I get to be involved in building such an amazing little child. I've been so blessed. I let them borrow my blender. I've kind of given them as much nutritional inspiration as possible through my videos. And it's just fun to feed and nourish and just be involved in that way. And it was so good to see him on his first day of birth with the umbilical cord still attached. The pancreas was right there. And I went over and saw Tori and Wolfgang, and Tori was just glowing, and Wolfgang was holding the baby, and the baby wasn't crying. The baby was so healthy. I was like amazed, like, oh my God, imagine if people knew how to do this, how to create real healthy babies, and if people would actually do that. That would be so awesome, because there would be a lot less neurological damage, a lot less depression, a lot less weakness and sickness that arises from the chemicals being involved and engaged in every aspect of life, because a bunch of fat, rich, white men with parasites in their stomach decided to kind of take control of the pharmaceutical and medical. Okay, so screw all that, and guess what? I got one mission in my life, that is to help you to understand God's ways through nature's ways. And we have become so separated from God and nature that it is not even funny. We wouldn't know nature if it hit us upside the head with a baseball bat. We are so disconnected. And as I go back more and more to nature, I think, wow, people have no idea the power of God and Mother Nature while they're in nature with no cell phone, no cars, no stress, no chemicals, just fresh air, sunlight, birds, fish, just going, oh my God, if the world only knew how much more happier and more connected we would be to nature. Rant is done. Okay, I'm going to put in about a half of a cup of these Life Essentials. These add massive amounts of nutrition to this. And it also is a delicious flavor. Every amino acid that you need, all 22, in the most easily absorbable form, making the death of animals unnecessary. So every amino acid you need right here, easily absorbable. For anybody who has all the inflammation in the gut, again, coming from the chemicals, avoid chemicals, folks, as much as you can. Go back to nature. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you so much. It means the world to me, because my brothers and my order told me to tell you that nature is the way, was the way, and will always be the way. And the further we get away from her, the quicker we will see our demise as a species and as individuals. Nature loves you. Her arms are open. She's waiting for you to return, to take off your shoes. Only time I ever wear clothes is when I make videos. It's a prop. And then I get to take my shirt off. I sleep on the ground. I live outside. I get my food from the outside. And I'm recommending that you can do it too. Because if I can do something, you can do it. Because you're probably smarter than I am. Okay? You dig it. So there's the Life Essentials. There's a link down below for that. And here's the probiotics that's going to totally regenerate her gut microbiome, which also is under attack by the cooked foods, the dead animals, the pesticides, the poisons, the chemicals that are everywhere. Okay, and it's not an accident, folks. So it's time to wakey and let's get on point, okay? Now, this is the milk. Honey, should I make it a little bit of vanilla flavored? Okay. I'm going to make a little vanilla flavored, and I'm playing the game. Then I'm going to make some little vegan raw balls with the leftovers. Okay, so I'm very hyped up. I get a lot of consults. I see a lot of sickness. There are answers to this. If I can continue to improve and get healthier, anyone can continue to improve and get healthier and cleaner and happier and brighter and more joyful and clearer by clearing out the debris, by clearing out the pain body, by focusing and meditating and feeling it to heal it. Okay? Yes, we want to suppress it with everything that there is in the world. No man or woman really wants to hear the truth that all the things that we do all throughout the day are really detrimental to our health, radiance, and illumination spiritually. But someone's got to say it so that those rare individuals, the children of the light, can hear what I'm saying, so that they can go back to nature, simplify their lives, and be humble and have reverence for the laws of nature. Can I get an amen? I said the rant was over, but I guess it wasn't. It's just sad what I see. Okay? I'm half angry and half in love with every single one of you. Can you dig it? I'm going with the vanilla here to give it some flavor. Okay? If you want, you could add a date If you want, you could add some honey. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to add a little honey. I want this to be magnificently delicious for Tori and Wolfgang. It's also, you know, like I said, I get to feed the baby. I, sitting here in front of you, get to put my love into this little amazing thing. I've never seen anything like it. His hands are so strong. His feet are so beautiful. And he is so strong and so healthy. He's 8.2 ounces. We just weighed him yesterday. What a stoke, man, to be involved in this. What a blessing. I'm going to make them food every day for as long as I can. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to support them so much. Because they are just shining lights. And their karma draws me to them. Because they deserve so much. And I've loved them since the first day I met them. Because there are people like that. Not everyone's like that for me, you know? They just have to have that special something in their heart to where I know they're not going to hurt me, you know what I'm saying? And they mean the best to the people around them. That's what we call a community. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of the honey. This is going to be the most absolute best milk in the entire universe. Now I'm going to blend it, and then I've got a couple methods to strain. Thank you for your time and attention today. It means a lot to me to share. There we go. Ooh, it is full to the brim, baby. Full to the brim. Now there's a couple of different methods. I'm going to do the simple, basic method today, which is just straining it through a strainer. You've also got a nut milk bag if you have more finicky kids. But I don't mind a little bit of the fiber, and I don't think Tori and Wolfgang will either. If I was making this for a much younger child, like a child who was sort of just getting off of the breast, I would definitely strain it through the nut milk bag, okay? So check this out. You have your little strainer, and then you just go like this. That's going to take a minute here, and I don't really want to take all that time, but what I'm going to do is probably do this off camera, but I'll show you underneath here in the bottom. Of course, I could keep ranting, couldn't I? Half my viewers would love it, and the other half don't have the time for it. But you just put your strainer there, and down below you've got the most magical elixir in the world. Okay, so that is pure life force, pure energy. The almonds, the king of the nut, the coconut, neuroprotective. The best source of fat, medium chain triglycerides, water soluble fat. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this whole blender through this strainer. I'm going to keep all of the pulp, and then I'm going to make some cookies. Check the links down below for the Life Essentials and the Pyridine Probiotic. I recommend these things just because I know what's going on in society today, and it's not cool. And you need every tool you can to keep the life in you while there's an entity in society that's trying to take it out. And I am the light, in my opinion, and I'm working for the light to give you life, to recommend the good things. Spend your money on the good things and less of the things that are inimical and brain damaging, so that you can become more and more of what you were meant to be, which is really just a silent puppet of God's divine presence and love in the center of your being, aside from all the programming that you've been programmed with. Can I get an amen? Thank you very much. I'll finish this up, and then I'll make another video showing you how to make the cookies. Peace.